Hey guys, and welcome back. It's time to take another ride on the diagnostic train, and as usual, this is Mitch at Diagnostic North. Today we're working on a 2010 Chevy Equinox with a complaint of a non-functioning AC system. Let's start off with the history on this car. During the customer interview, I was given a key piece of information. This, in my opinion, was the key to understanding this problem without the need for any fancy tools. So when the car is moving down the highway, air coming out of the vents gets colder. And as the car reduces speed and is stopped, the air gets warmer. Now, having something to go off of, now we can start to confirm the problem with this car. The first step was to hook up my R134 gauges in order to visualize the pressure in the system. I had a pretty good idea of what I was going to find because I noticed that the AC compressor was commanded on and running as it should. Now, this only happens if all the conditions are met, meaning it has a good R134 charge, the pressure switches are working as they should, and also that the evap temperature switch has not been tripped. And now, just as I expected to find, the level of charge was adequate. You'll have to take my word on this, guys, because most of the diagnostic tests were performed yesterday off of camera. So after checking the state of charge of refrigerant in the system with the engine running, I then looked down only to notice that the engine fan wasn't on. Even attempts were made with the scan tool in order to command that fan on were unsuccessful. So experience tells me that the condenser unit gets piping hot, and in order to get cooled down, it relies solely on the engine fan. I'm actually very surprised that we don't have any engine drivability issues, check engine lights, or anything of that nature. So it looks to me like we have some kind of electrical issue causing hot air to come out when the AC is commanded on. In order to figure this one out, I'm going to have to take you guys along for a ride on the diagnostic train. So I should tell you right now that this video isn't going to show you how to disassemble the car. We're going to show you how we came to the conclusion on what parts to replace on the car. There's tons of information out there. You can watch somebody take the whole fan apart from start to finish. This is not what this video is going to be about. Here's something I wanted to show you guys. This is the fan resistor. It's actually broken and all corroded. Now, in this state, the fan can only run in high-speed operation. Without having a working fan resistor, when the ECM commands this fan on, it isn't allowed to go through its sequence of starting on its lowest setting and gradually increasing the fan speed. Now this is especially hard on the fan motor and the alternator. Now this initial amperage draw and voltage spike will reduce the life of the electric fan. So now I want you guys to imagine that you are woken up and demanded to go full 100% as soon as you get out of bed. Now this is exactly what's happening. So if you've noticed that your fan is louder than normal, go ahead and inspect this fan motor resistor. Replacing this before the fan goes bad can save you money. One of the simple tests we're going to perform is checking for proper power and ground. And as you can see, the light on my test light is actually illuminated, indicating we have good power. Now this test was repeated for the ground side with the same results. This is telling me that this fan motor should turn on. This does in fact point to a bad fan motor, and one of the contributing factors for this was a failing resistor. Now that we've done this test with the old fan, how about we hook up this new fan and a new resistor connected to the car and command it on with our scan tool. So now all we have to do is tell the scan tool to turn that fan on. Almost went out of control a little bit. We got a bad fan, so we're going to go ahead and just replace this fan, and hopefully we have the flow that we need for the condenser in order to get the AC back up and going on this car. So this is my favorite part of the job, confirming a nice cold AC fix. After driving this car for a while, I can tell you personally that this AC is working like it should. So not only did we fix this car, but we also brought you along for the ride. If you've enjoyed the experience, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and hit that subscribe button. This is Mitch at Diagnostic North, signing off.